is actually my grandma's coffee cakes. So let me just tell you, this is unlike any coffee cake you've tried before. If you're thinking dry, crumbly, that is not what this is about. These are moist, dense, delicious, flavorful cakes crafted from a 150-year-old recipe made in small batches. And Marie-Louise Ludwig, she is back with us and back with two flavors that we've been waiting to come back in stock.
These are so popular around this time of the year because they're light and refreshing and they really say spring and here comes summer. So our two cakes today, you're getting both of them.
Okay.
We have a vanilla coconut. So this is made with our pure Madagascar bourbon vanilla and has toasted coconut all over the top of that. Look at that. That cake is just beautiful. Right out of that freezer bag in that box we send to you, baking them fresh. And then next to it, hello, lemon with swirls of white chocolate all the way through, nice and smooth white chocolate, and then topped off with that cinnamon sugar that gets nice and crispy in the baking process.
Okay, I can see why Lemon Delight is such a delight. You mentioned white chocolate. I'm excited.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about the My Grandma's difference, though, because that's what keeps everyone coming back.
It is. What I love about this, such a great story. These recipes begin with a real grandma's recipe, 150-year-old recipe brought over from Eastern Europe back in the day. And then they started making the cinnamon and the cinnamon walnut cakes at a little storefront in Boston back in the 80s. And people would line up for blocks to get those cakes. Today, our cakes, moist and dense because they're made with farm fresh eggs and pure cultured sour cream that gives it that bounce, and then that Madagascar bourbon vanilla to round everything out. Cakes are still made today at our bakery in Boston. How do we get them so consistently delicious? Small batches, 100 cakes at a time, slow baking, lots of hands involved, and look, you've got that toasted coconut all the way through the middle there.
So those small batches means they really have control, like you said, to give us a consistent product. I do want to let you know that these have 5 easy payments because it's easy pay day. So that works out to $7.93 a month on your Q card or credit card. Free shipping and handling, and the free shipping is also on the auto delivery option. So you can have these shipped every 60 days for up to a year, and you'll get free shipping on every single shipment. All right, so Marie-Louise, you just cut into the Lemon Delight.
Yes.
You know what? I meant to pick that one up first because I was very intrigued by the idea. I love like lemon squares, lemon bars, and you added chocolate to it.
Yes, and our signature swirl that goes all the way through. So this is a cake that has layers in it. The batter on the bottom, and then a swirl with that cinnamon sugar and the white chocolate all the way through, and then that lemon, that fresh lemon burst and lemon zest come together. Nice.
Lemon cake. Take it to the next level, because we added chocolate to it. This is divine.
Yes, and coffee cake is so different if you've never had it before, or perhaps you remember this from childhood. Back in the day when our grandmothers and our moms used to bake, and we used to have those traditional coffee cakes, those coveted recipes. You pull out that recipe box and pull out your great-grandmother's recipe. This is exactly what they're still doing with my grandmas. So what a wonderful way to have that memory or to treat your family to something perhaps they'd never get to try.
I love that these are not overly sweet.
Nope.
These are going to be a great companion to that morning cup of coffee if you so choose. I was just telling Marie-Louise last night, I cut off a slice as my dessert, my end of the day treat. So whether it's your dessert, whether it's how you start your day, or just a snack in the middle of it, this is always a great option and very satisfying. So let's show you how these will arrive. Remember, no choice to make. You're going to receive the vanilla coconut as well as the Lemon Delight.
And by the way, if you check this out over here, think about your brunch. Are you going to be the hostess? So focus on everything else and let us do your brunch dessert, your brunch treat for you. 14 generous slices from each 28-ounce cake. And look how beautiful this is. It's as simple as just fanning this out, perhaps on a couple of large plates, garnishing with a couple of lemons, a little bit of toasted coconut, and then just let your guests have at it.
All right, so when it arrives, what are your tips for like making the most of this fresh cake?
Well, the good news is your cakes have not even been baked yet. I'm going to call that in as soon as we're done here. So your cakes are going to arrive to you fresh, not frozen in a box. By the way, our cakes are kosher, so they will come to you like this. You have a couple of choices. When you open it up, you'll see that this is in a freezer bag. This will keep in your freezer for 364 days. You can take it out of this box and put it back in the wrapper, or the cakes are generous. If it's just yourself or the two of you or a small family, maybe you take a couple slices out, wrap it back up in this bag and put it back in the freezer so you always have fresh cake. Just thaw it out and it's ready to go. Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, this is very popular. I would say lock in with auto delivery because this is going very quickly. That way you'll automatically receive your shipment every 60 days and that locks you in for a year. End of the day though, the easy pay will expire. So 5 easy payments for less than $8, you can try My Grandma's. If you're new to My Grandma's coffee cakes, you've never tried it before, they've been a staple here at QVC for many years. And so now you're getting some maybe flavors you haven't tried before. This Lemon Delight is just that. I really enjoyed that very much. You get that zing, that zest of the lemon. It's bright, but that sweetness of the white chocolate. But I'm going in for the vanilla coconut.
Vanilla coconut.
And can I ask why you have syrup in your hand, Marie
I do,
Louise?
because you can think outside of the box, if you will. Our cakes lend themselves for really simple and easy desserts. So imagine it's Easter morning, you've got everybody over and you want to sort of knock everybody's Easter socks off. Look at down here. Just cut off a couple of pieces, dip them in a little bit of egg wash,
okay, that looks
pop
good.
them into a hot griddle, and then just serve them with some warm syrup on there. And now you have toasted coconut vanilla French toast.
That's
How
like
about that?
restaurant French toast.
It is.
When they use like the very fancy breads. That's a great idea. But here, you're going my way. You made a dessert.
Yeah, over here next door, just some scoops of ice cream, maybe a little bit of raspberry syrup, and a couple of pieces of My Grandma's coffee cake, and look at that.
All right,
Now
that's
you have
good. Dessert for two.
Simple dessert, ready to go.
900 of our My Grandma's coffee cakes have been ordered. Auto delivery, that's the way to go. You'll get an automatic shipment every 60 days. Remind me what we're getting, Marie Louise.
You're getting 2 cakes today, 2 28-ounce cakes, perfect for the Easter holiday. So this one right here is going to be our vanilla with coconut. So this, the star of this cake really is that pure Madagascar bourbon vanilla that we insist upon using for that big, deep, rich vanilla flavor. And then that's topped with coconut all the way through.
Yeah.
And next to that, perfect for spring, is going to be our lemon cake. It's finished off and white chocolate and streusels through all the way through the middle.
And so here's the thing. I know you're saying, I don't know which one. Tough choice.
You get both.
You don't have to make the choice. You get both of them. And if you maybe are My Grandma's fan and said, but I can't do nuts, both of these are nut-free.
Both of them are completely nut-free. You know, there's nothing artificial in our cakes. There's no trans fats in our cakes, so they freeze beautifully because there's no water in them. This is truly a commitment to that 150-year-old tradition from Boston.
M59258 is your item number for that Lemon Delight with the white chocolate and that toasted coconut, that ribbon of coconut all the way through. All right, Marie Louise, thank you as always. And I don't know if you've heard, but